Welcome back, trainers. Hope you are ready for some open Master League battles featuring some of my favorite Pokemon. We got level 51, best buddied up, Groudon here. Of course, it's going to have that Legacy Fire Punch, Earthquake, and Mud Shot. And then we're going to be throwing in Giratina. You already know we need that to protect it from the water types. We're going to be going with a all-ghost moveset like we usually do. If we go up against a Snorlax, it's good night sleep type for us. And then, of course, finally, Togekiss. Now, this one is more to pull out specific types to make it more comfortable for the Groudon in the beginning, so we can potentially pull out more steel types. If you don't believe in that, hey, that's perfectly fine. Let's just keep it moving. All I know is if you do enjoy Master League battles, hit that like button. It really does help me out. And I know there's a lot of people out there who do enjoy this content, so make sure you smash that like button so I can put up more for you. And let's keep it rolling here, folks. Now, I am also going to be doing another live stream, so make sure you have your notifications on for that. See if we can encounter one of the Galarian birds. I feel like we're going to continuously do this and kind of make it a thing that we do on the channel. It's nice. It's 15 minutes, 20 minutes probably, to wait for people to gather into the lobby. And then we can have a little fun together. Anyways, what's going on here? We have Excadrill. Oh yeah, this is always a fun matchup here. So we have no more shields. Unfortunately, they're going to be taking us down here. But we still have a Togekiss and a Giratina with energy. So we're going to go ahead and bring this in here. And we go for the ominous win, which is going to be enough to take them out. We take the win. Let's go. So we will be leading with Groudon the entire time. Let's see what we have. Met with a Rhyperior. Okay, now this, I was thinking to myself, all right, if it has Surf, this is actually going to be pretty interesting. As a matter of fact, I'm rooting for the Rhyperior because Rhyperior is one of my favorite Pokemon, and somebody's being spicy picking it. Even though it's going to be countering a lot of the steel types, it's still very difficult to use, but depending on what you're encountering. So they hit me with Surf, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this guy's making me sweat with the Groudon, level 50 legendary. Rhyperior say yes, right. So we barely survived that, and they're going to be bringing in their Giratina here. Unfortunately, we're not going to be getting to Earthquake, and I throw Fire Punch to maybe get a shield. Yeah, not going to happen. That's their last one. So we bring in Togekiss, being able to handle this. Now, if they do have Shadow Sneak, Dragon Claw, we're going to be looking good. Shadow Sneak, oh yeah. They definitely wouldn't go for that if they had Ancient Power here. So we will be obviously able to win this matchup, even though they do have, is that Shadow Claw? Yeah, so it's neutral with the quick move. And we should barely be able to survive this. Now, they could snipe us, so we need to be careful for whatever they throw. Yep, there they go with their own Togekiss, and we immediately bring in our Giratina here. Although we are taking super effective from the quick move Charm plus Stab, Giratina going up against a Togekiss can still hold its own, so long as you are powered up. A level 40 is going to have a bit of a issue going up against a XL Togekiss here. So they go for the Ancient Power, and we're able to get to the Ominous Wind. This is all we really needed to do here. And we're getting that last shield. Fantastic. They're going to be able to take us. Oh, no, they stop attacking. So I think they did that so we can get energy. I don't know, but whatever. We would have thrown Ancient Power, and then we would have just charmed them down. So we still would have won that. All right, looking good. Next battle here. And there was no interruption. They didn't lag. That was intentional. All right, next battle, we're met with a Giratina. This is always great. All we got to do is look out for a catch. Oh, my freaking goodness. And we are going to be getting a 5-0, as a matter of fact. And I do have a little fun thing. You know how I say give Athena a treat? Well, I'm going to show you quite literally. We're going to collect 5 rewards, plus an extra 6 for you all. The 6 is like just seeing Athena and being all happy when she gets her bone. Anyway, I give her a treat if I get a 4-1 or a 5-0. If I get a 5-0, she gets the real nice treat. Anyways, up against this Dialga here, what's going on? Getting to the Ominous Wind, just throwing any sort of energy. Oh, we get a shield. They're shieldless, and we're going in here with the Groudon. Let's go. So we're going to go ahead and shield this up regardless of whatever. And they're swapping into a Kyogre. Now, this is getting a little interesting, and we're calculating how this is going to work. Okay, calculating. And basically, we're going to be bringing it down very low. And we need them to be somewhat energy dry or not able to get to a Surf. And what we're going to have to do is farm them down with Kyogre. The quick move that does barely any damage while we're taking a massive wave of super effective Surf. So we bring them down. This is just perfect. Or is it? Or is it? Ooh, we got to the Earthquake, but we're not able to get it off before Dialga gets off the Iron Head. That's a good game. That's a good game to my opponent. Good stuff, good stuff. Moving on to our next one here. We're going to be met with a Zacian, all right? And we're going to be seeing this returning to raid soon. Well, you still got a little bit of time. It's like mid-August, so... and both the forms as well, or the Zamazenta and then the Zacian. I recommend you go for the Zacian. Zamazenta's not bad. Zacian's just going to be more usable. Somebody asked in my comments, and this is a perfectly fine comment. I mean, new people are joining all the time. Is Zacian one of the best fairy type attackers? And the answer is no. It's not that it's bad. It's just that it doesn't have charm. I mean, if you're a fairy type and you have a charm plus a charm charge move, you're top, period. You're going to beat any other fairy type that doesn't have a charm quick move. So it is good for PvP, period. It's one of the best in Master League. And you can use it going up against raid. Sure, you can use Snarl to charge quick and then get off that Dazzling Gleam, which is going to be doing a decent... Dazzling Gleam or Play Rough? I think it's Play Rough. Anyway, so it's not the best, but it's not the worst as far as going up against raids. PvP, it's king. Anyways, we've got a Dialga into the battle here. Going to go for the Shadow Ball. We get a shield. Oh, right. And bring it in the Groudon for a bit of a... somewhat of a combo breaker here. A mini combo breaker in slow motion, and we take the win. Let's move it on to the next one. So I was just... I get these random feeds when I pull up my browser, right? Just really quick. And I'm not a fan of Disney by any means or anything, but apparently if one of the performers in a costume is filmed by a guest just doing its job, just doing their job, whatever, and they post it on social media, they can get fired for that. That's nutty. What kind of... Disney is such a evil corporation, man. It's like, oh, yes, get you fired for somebody else posting a picture on social media, huh? Oh, you'll see. It's like, okay, Mickey. All right, anyways, enough of that nonsense. Let's see what's really going on with the battles here. So we're going to be going for a Shadow Ball up against Dialga. They're letting it go. We swap into our Togekiss here to just go for charms. Now you could take an Iron Head and you will survive, but we're going to go ahead and shield this up just to preserve our health because it would do a lot. And they got a Ho-Oh in the back. Lovely. So, yeah, I could have used that shield for my Giratina right about now, but that's okay. We'll just deal with it. We're getting a shield with that Ancient Power, and that's perfect. So I'm assuming, yeah, Sacred Fire. Damn, that's so strong. Taking out the Togekiss and bringing in the Giratina, which is going to be resisting the fire. But it's not like we're out of the clear yet. We still need to be careful because they can hit us with a Brave Bird. But we still do have that shield, and I don't think they're going to be able to hit us with a charge move on the Dialga. So what we'll do is just simply farm them down and then try to hit that Shadow Ball. How much health do they have? Oh, we're going for the overkill. I was just, you know, sometimes you're not even looking at the health. You're just frantically trying to go for the bigger charge move, which is dumb because you could have gone for the lesser one and won in a potential loss, but you get where I'm going. Next battle, we're met with a Zacian, and let's do this dance again. Going straight for the Earthquake. Now, you could technically wait for them to throw a charge move and wait for them to debuff themselves. What they're usually going to do is wait and build up to 2. So there's the 1, close combat. Now, I could totally catch with a Dialga or Togekiss, but it could be Wild Charge for 1 on the Togekiss, and they also could have Play Rough, and then I'll just get countered by this when I do get swapped in. So instead of doing that, we're just going to go down with the ship like we just did. Well, they went down with their ship, and we got both shields out of them. Are you kidding me? We haven't even used a single one. Let's go, Groudon. Do you see me using it a lot? Somebody said, is that your new favorite in Master League? And I'm going to have to say, yeah, for the time being. I love my Giratina, that's for sure. I love my Shadow Snorlax, which I was saying, that's one of the best, and I haven't even really bring it to you too often, but these are good. Groudon, I spent a lot of money on it, right? It was really hard to get all those candies, so yes, I'm going to use it. But one thing I do love about Groudon is when you do catch it, it's one of the easier ones. If you don't move side to side, you're a friend of me, Legendary. All right, so we're going for the big move. They let it go, and we take that win there. They just kind of stood still like it. The inevitable is about to hit me here. All right, so this is going to be the 5-0. This is going to be a new day. Starting it off, let's see what we have going on here. First battle, I'm met with a Mewtwo. Sounds good. Now, I didn't go into these battles saying I don't really care at all, but I had an attitude of, meh, you know, win-win, lose-lose. Let's just get another set and see what happens here. So we only did 1, and it ended up being the 5-0 here. So let's see how these battles do go here with the same team. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a longer video. I know I've been putting out like 10 minutes, 9 minutes of battles times 2 speed, like a set essentially, plus a couple. So I'm going to give you a little bit more here. Big boys Master League battles, right? Plus they're longer than usual. So yeah, it's going to make for a nice video. Bringing in the Giratina here. They have no more shields left, and we've got 1 left. What do we want to do? Shield up the Shadow Ball, leaving us shieldless as well. Now, if we would have farmed them down, they would have gone to another one, bring us down essentially to no HP. and then we would have just looked bad. Instead, we're going to go ahead and take them out. They've got 2 Pokemon, and so do we. They're bringing in their Togekiss, which is obviously a good counter with that charm. And I think after we throw this, we want to swap into our Togekiss, because if they're bringing that in, well, I mean, no, that doesn't mean anything. They're using the super effective, right? So we're just going to swap just in case to see what happens here. And they got a Dialga in the back, so we're looking like we could potentially pull this off. All right, so they have no more shields left. Flamethrower is a very rare thing to land on Dialga, for me, for the most part. I would assume for you too. To get to the Iron Head, which is going to easily KO this Togekiss here, of course. Now it's all up to the Giratina, folks. Can we do this here? So we get to the Ominous Wind. We already know, I mean, I got a 5-0, but there were some pretty intense battles. So we take them out, and I almost stopped tapping. I almost did. I got all excited. I was like, yeah, first battle. And I was like, oh my goodness, good thing I did it. That Togekiss would have taken us out. Next battle, we're met with an Excadrill here, and this is a very good lead. This is one of the best leads that you can possibly get with the Groudon here. So let's go have a little fun. I think the best one for you is going to be Melmetal, in fact. All right, so they're going to go for that Drill Run. We've already gotten a shield, and they swapped into their Groudon. Nice catch. But unfortunately, I got a Togekiss. So what we're going to do, since the Togekiss counters Groudon or Garchomp so hard, it counters Groudon to some degree, but it counters Garchomp completely and utterly. So what we're going to do is we farmed up a little bit extra than we would have on our Groudon before retreating, because Togekiss is just going to be able to take whatever the Garchomp throws at it. They bring in the Excadrill here, and I go for this. I was like, they're going to shield up. Yep, and we get the shield, thinking that I could potentially get the boost here. So yeah, they're going to be getting off another Rock Slide here. We're good to go. Our Groudon has a lot of energy built up here. Plus, we still have 2 shields. They've got no shields. And they swap into a Sylveon. So what we're going to go ahead and do is get off the Earthquake, swap into our Giratina, take them out, and we're good. I don't think I use a single shield for this battle here. And that's not saying anything about the trainer. They had a hard lead. That's just the way it goes. As a matter of fact, you should push yourself to try to not use shields if you do have a good lead. I'm not going to say I'm going to be doing it, but just see what happens. All right, so we did it. All right. Fantastic. Thank you, Giratina and team. Moving on to our next opponent. What are we going to see? A Garchomp. Okay, that's fine. This is doable. Dragon Tail. All right, that's not the best situation for me. It's not like, oh, it's such a horrible matchup. Like, oh, no. I love Garchomp. Dragon Tail's a good move. I just can't stand going up against it. All right, so we let all this go because we have a Togekiss in the back. But here's the thing. Oh, we can go in here all happy with the hard counter, and we will survive the Sand Tomb. But the thing is, like, oh, I'll just let my Togekiss go in here and take out the Garchomp. Ha ha ha, no problem. Well, they're going to have a counter to that at the back, and that is the issue here with this whole, like, situation. Like, so they immediately swapped, though, and that's where they lost. So if we would have bring in Togekiss, we would have just swapped into our Giratina. We would have been locked at that point. We're not locked here. And then we would have been in the same situation. So still a win-win situation for me. Anyways, moving on to the next battle. What are we going to see? Another Excadrill. Like I said, Togekiss is not an essential part of this team. It's useful and it does a dang good job in protecting everything and doing what it needs to do for its position. But its main reason why it's on the team is to pull out those steals. But Poke, you're in the Master League. You're going to see these leads. You're absolutely correct, and with the Togekiss, we'll see them even more. All right, so we have the Lugia out here. Going to go straight for the Shadow Ball. This is typically not the best matchup for the Giratina, but at the same time, you're obviously going to be looking good doing that super effective damage right back to the Lugia. So we're going to let this go, and they hit me with an Aero Blast. We survive it like a freaking boss. Now, keep in mind, this is not 100, level 50, plus it's losing IVs and HP, so still surviving that Aero Blast. Bringing in the Groudon here up against the Excadrill. So I think what we want to do is actually just shield this up and farm down, but they're actually swapping into a Mewtwo. Going to go ahead and see if we can get a shield out of them and threaten them with this Fire Punch. Fantastic. We still got the Togekiss in the back, going for another Fire Punch. Let's see if we get a shield, or they're going to call it. And they call the Fire Punch, unfortunately. Should have built up to an Earthquake. So swapping into the Togekiss here, we can easily let it a Side Strike go. Obviously, it's going to be KOing us for the next one. Alright, so I do have a little explaining here. So they have Shadow Ball, which I'm guessing it's a single move Mewtwo Shadow Ball, which is fine. Yeah, everybody can afford it. Having a little fun and go Battle League. They made it this far like that. Nice. Alright, folks, we're in the last battle here. So we're met with a Togekiss. This is not really great, but they swap. We could have definitely bring them down low, but they bring in a Garchomp, and I swap into Togekiss to counter them. So here's what is happening in real time while I'm battling. So I was telling Athena, I might get a 5-0. She already knows what that means to some degree. She's a dog. She understands like that means treat or something. And I was like, I might get a 5-0. You're going to get the big treat. I saw that lead. I was like, oh, I don't know about it anymore, girl. But as soon as they swap, I was like, oh, you're going to get your big treat again, girl. It's like, what are they doing? No offense, I'm just saying. I was like, all right, sounds good if you want to make that swap. Bringing in Giratina here and just go into town like we described. Giratina can handle Togekiss. Yeah, you're taking super effective from Charm, but it got an ancient power. I mean, if they have Dazzling Gleam and you let it go, thinking it's going to be ancient power Flamethrower, yeah, it's not going to be a good day for you. But Giratina, definitely a good investment. Togekiss, good investment. Groudon, great investment. So we were going to try to farm them down, and I'm thinking, oh, nope, sorry, Athena, no treat. We have a Gyarados in the back with Waterfall. We can't, it's not possible. But then I said, hold on. Wait a minute. That's Waterfall. That's right. Okay. Hold it. Hold the phone. We got a shield left. We're gonna get to the Shadow Ball. And we take this win. You better freaking believe it. And we still pull it off. So many turns and bad situations. Yet we're still able to come out on top for this battle and pull another 5-0. Well, a 5-0 with this team. Well, I've done it many times with this team, but for this video, and there you have it. And like I promised, we will be taking a look at Athena. So if you did stick around until the end, if you haven't hit that like button yet, please do so. I really would appreciate it. Fell links. So bad. It's so bad, unfortunately. So there she is, getting ready, all excited. I'm getting her all hyped up. Usually I would make her shake my hand, but I was holding the phone and I didn't want to waste time setting it up. So I'm just going to go ahead and make her sit down and look like a cute girl and get your treat. And then she shakes around, getting all happy, jumping around, and everybody's having a good old day. All right, so there you have it, traders. And, well, I love this team. I love Master League because it's condensed and you don't have to worry about a whole bunch of nonsense. Thank you for watching, and I'll be catching you all on my next video. Take care.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!